Alright, today we're going to be setting up Pokeemerald and Porymap. First thing you're going to do, go into that little search box down there, type in settings, click the box. You're going to go over to System. Going to go all the way down to the About. Then you're going to scroll down onto this page to the Windows specifications and see what your OS build is. Either remember it or write it down. Writing it down is easier, or just remembering it is also pretty damn easy. Alright, next you're going to go to github.com/process-Pokeemerald. The link will be in the description down below. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And you're going to click on the install.MD. This is going to show you which Linux subsystem you're going to get. You're most likely going to have the same one as me, so that's the only one I will be doing. All the other ones have a very similar format with very clear tutorials. Go ahead and click the Windows subsystem for Linux. For Windows 10, for our version, you're going to open up PowerShell. You can just go into your search bar, type in PowerShell. Make sure you right-click it to run it as administrator. And then you are just going to punch in exactly what it says there. But don't do what I did. I punched in exactly what it says there. Just punch in everything up to the word Linux. Don't type in all, and don't type in restart. Once you get it all typed in, it's going to start doing its thing. It's going to get everything all set up for you. And then it's going to ask for you to restart your computer. Make sure you have all your apps closed, and then hit yes, because it will be immediate. Now you're going to want to get a version of Ubuntu. You can go to Ubuntu and get it by using Google and clicking one of the downloads. It's actually a lot easier and better if you go to the Microsoft Store. Just type in Ubuntu there. It'll bring up two. It'll bring up 20 and an 18. You want the 18 version. The 20 version is nice. I've never used it. I'm not using it. Just use the 18. The 18.84 works perfectly for Pokeemerald, and that's all we need. So you're going to go ahead and click Install. You're going to let it install. And then as soon as it's done, you are going to click on Launch. Ubuntu is going to take a couple of minutes to install. It might take more than a couple of minutes depending on your machine, but even on mine, it took a good bit. Alright, once that's done, it's going to ask you to input a username, so just give it a name. Don't be dumb. Don't use capitals. Don't use numbers. Don't use letters. Just normal, basic, lowercase. Then do a password. Do whatever password you want. I just used mine. It won't show while you're typing it, so don't screw up. And if you do screw up, make sure you know exactly how many spaces to erase. And there you are, your name inside the name of your computer. Mine is Tower Dragon, shut up. You're going to start by typing in sudo apt-get install build essentials. Then you're going to type in your password. This is going to give you permission, so you don't have to type in your password again. Type Y, hit enter, and it's just going to install everything for you. Next, you're going to type in sudo apt-get install git, G-I-T. After that, you're going to type in sudo apt-get install libpng-dev. Last, you're going to do sudo apt-get update, and it'll make sure everything that you already have is up to date and ready to go. Alright, now go back to that install.MD page. We are going to click on the DevKitPro link right there. Click on this link right here. And we're going to get the DevKitPro. It says Updater, but it just gives you, if you don't already have it, it gives you the DevKitPro. Then we're going to install it. Now for this part, you only want the GBA files. If you're working on other decomps, use whatever you need, but for this, we're just using the GBA one. It saves time too. One of the black windows is going to pop up probably several times during this. Don't worry, it's just doing its installation. All right. Once that's done, you're going to go back to Ubuntu and get your clone. So you're going to do git, G-I-T, clone, and you're going to type in https://github.com/pret/Pokeemerald. Once that one is downloaded, you're going to do git clone, https://github.com/pret/agbcc. Alright, once those are done, you're going to go to where you downloaded the DevKitPro. You're either going to copy it or move it, and you're going to follow this folder path very carefully. User, your name, you're going to go up to the top, do a /, type in app data, local, packages, canonical, local state, root fs, home, your name, and look, there's all your stuff. And you're just going to throw the DevKitPro into agbcc. If you're copying it, it might take a minute. I prefer copying, that way I always have original untouched files separate from what I've ducked with. Don't worry about it. You can find out whether you need ARM64 or AMD64 a couple ways. I find the fastest way is to just go to see what my programs files X is, which is it'll say X64 or X86. X64, you usually need ARM64. X86, you usually need AMD64. You can also go to your system information, type in AMD into the find bar, hit search. If anything comes up, you need AMD. And then you're going to want to copy it, go back to that same folder you were just in, and paste it just in that main folder. Boom. Then you'll have to run sudo apt-get install gdebi-core. Then you're going to go sudo gdebi devkitpro-pacman. You're going to replace the word ARC with AMD64 or ARM64, depending on which one you had to get .deb. In my case, it's AMD64.deb. Alright, so moving on from there, you're going to type in sudo dpkg-i devkitpro-pacman.deb. I did it wrong twice. I forgot to add the -pacman. Shut up. Alright, now you're just going to set up all the paths. You're going to do export devkitpro =opt/devkitpro. Then you're going to do export devkitarm $devkitpro/devkitarm. Then you're going to do export devkitppc $devkitpro/devkitppc. And the last one you're going to enter is export path $devkitpro/tools/bin $path. And we're almost done. We're finally almost done. Next, you're going to do sudo dkp-pacman-S gba-dev. Just hit enter and it'll install all of them. Next, you're going to do cd./agbcc. Then you're going to do ./build.sh. Next, you're going to type in ./install.sh /Pokeemerald. Then you're going to do cd ./Pokeemerald. And last, you're going to run make compare. This is going to compare the files that you have in there to the original game files and make sure everything is working properly. It takes a good long amount of time. All right. Once that's done, it'll say at the very bottom, Pokeemerald.gba, okay. It's good, you want that. If you had any errors with PNG.H, this should help fix that. Sudo apt-fix-broken, all as one word, install. You'll have to redo the libpng-dev, but yeah, it'll fix that problem. Next, you can do anything you want with the files. You can move them somewhere else. I'm going to keep these as the original, and I'm going to make a new file on my desktop called PokeProject, where I'm going to be doing all of my stuff in. And I'm just going to paste them there. Alright, once you have them, you can go into the Pokeemerald folder and then type in WSL in the little top search bar, and it'll just bring you to the same screen as Ubuntu, except you never have to use Ubuntu again. Now, if you run make compare again, it'll be A, a lot faster than the first time, and B, it will all be the same, just like it was before you moved it or copied it. Alright, once it says Pokeemerald.gba, okay, you know it worked and it's fine. Now we're going to move on to installing Porymap. So you're going to go to this link. Again, it's in the description below. You're going to get the one for Mac if you have a Mac. You're going to get the one for Windows if you have Windows, which you should have since this is for Windows. This is a tutorial for Windows. You're going to open up your downloads folder or wherever you download it to. You're going to extract it and install it. I'm just installing it into my PokeProject folder. Straight in there. It's only going to have 2 files. It's going to have the executable and it's going to have the README. That's it. Boom, it's done. Just like that. Alright, now just open up Porymap. I moved my files so they were more organized. Yeah, thank you for protecting my PC. Ignore all of this stuff. Just hit OK. It's fine. And then go over to File, Open, and you're going to select the Pokeemerald folder. Don't go in it. Just select the folder. And there you go. There's everything. Ready to be edited and modified. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Fucking up the Pokemon world.